Hello, good evening, and welcome to Stoned Monkey Radio. Hello, 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 it me. How do? I hope you are all well. See that Daria Morgan, Rachelology, and Future Fishy. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Daria saying, I had to make a new Discord account. They refused to help me and deleted my old one completely. Wow, that sounds super freaking helpful. Hello to Rachelology. Hi, hi. Hi to Fiji. Dynan, thank you very much for the sub. 22 months. Wow, that's almost 2 years. Thank you so much. I do many appreciate. I've just remembered I've got to read a thing before I stream the thing that we stream. I did this last week too. Usually I don't stream games to get free codes for, unless it's like an Epic Store free thing. My goodness. Yes, right. Sorry, I will find the thing momentarily. Professionalism, 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 and oh, little squidgy box of the old professionalism. Thank you very much to Play Humble Games and Disobey. Hashtag gifted. Thank you very much for the code for Stray Gods, obviously. It was a code, it was provided to me, and you can take my opinions on this game as you will as a result of that. Technically can't ever talk about this game ever again, or indeed anything else this company makes, without mentioning that they gave me a freebie once. That's the FCC, baby! Let's play game. Oh wow, that's yeah. There we go. I was like, oh fuck, it's not doing the thing. Life's been a bit chaotic. Thank you very much. It's it's Revolution Vampire Red, I think it was called, something like that. Vampire's Thirst. It's the one I wear every week. Yeah, big fan of it. They did it one Halloween, and I am nearly out of it. I'm going to be really sad when I run out of that because it's my favourite lipstick and I've not seen anything even close to it. It's like, kind of plum, kind of blood. Love it. That makes me very helpful. Richology saying, I'm a very tired being, so I shall be lurking and may well not be conscious for all of the stream. Well, I hope that we can provide a nice background of singing. Previously. So previously, Calliope, the muse of ancient Greek mythology, came to a singing thing, practice, tryout, band practice, tryout. I don't think she was really there for that. I get the impression that she just sort of caught our main character Grace here, having a little sing to herself. Next thing you know, turns up at fucking Grace's apartment, dead, or dying at least. Pops her soul over as a cheers, and yeah, now we're being accused of her murder. We also had like a whole thing going on with Persephone. Let's go see what Seth's up to. She's saying it's always frustrating when stuff gets discontinued. Yeah, like it was a special edition just for Halloween as well.
Back already, are you?
They do like that their stuff is vegan, cruelty free, and
favors, just enough to get an idea
cool,
of what the
vibrant.
Currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
Goodness, Dari saying I had to buy a whole. I had to buy a book on Kindle because the physical is discontinued. Wow, that sucks.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
Aha, why indeed?
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation.
But maybe nudge someone else to do it.
The thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
All manner of things.
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved.
It's a
in
good,
all this.
powerful look.
You should know. Pan asked me to meet
I
him
wish
at
I could pull that
Olympus.
look off.
I'm not sure why.
Oh, that's interesting. Did he happen to say what he wanted?
Cheese.
No.
Oh.
He probably wants to cash in his favor.
Huh. That's what he does. Collect favors and then use them to gather even more favors.
Not sure about the
To
gold
what
on the
end,
platforms,
I did
but...
not guess.
Maybe that's what went wrong with Calliope. A favor she wouldn't repay.
Or something she'd discovered and refused to conceal. Well, that would be just like her. You should go ahead and see what Pan wants. It might be useful.
Just throw caution to the wind, huh?
Somehow you'll manage.
Yay! Managing.
I want to
Alright,
send you
Zeph.
to a party, Grace. One Aphrodite is holding.
Huh?
She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
Oh my god, saying I'm having one of those days based on the ratio of hours passed to things I was planning to do that I didn't. That is incredibly relatable. Today I have done some things. Some of those things needed to be done. Not all of them were the things I was intending to do or should have been doing at the times. Okay. Why a party?
Why a party?
Why not a party?
Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful.
Hmm.
She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would.
So
You can
I'm
put two and
bringing
two
the soul.
A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
Ooh. Okay.
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
She and I don't get along.
What? Greek gods
Like
not getting
how you
along.
and Apollo don't get along?
Even more intensely than that.
Hmm.
I once said some things about her husband. They were true, but unwelcome.
Mm-hmm. I think
Suffice
we'll be
it to
there.
say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
Oh shit. Cool. Oh, the
One
wolf.
wild party with a goddess of love coming up.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
Oh no.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha. Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
I do love some of Gracie's expressions. Right. Ooh. Fine. Aphrodite. Apparently, no one mattered in that scene apart from that god.
Fancy party? Check. Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check. Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Partying.
Hello, Grace.
Hello.
Hi.
To be honest, I'm surprised to see you here.
It might be the same
Persephone
voice as
said I
Commander
should come to
Shepard.
this.
I don't know.
Whatever
I've only played
this
Mass Effect
is.
1 once,
Persephone didn't
and I didn't
tell
even
you.
finish it.
Why am I not surprised?
Hmm.
Persephone said Aphrodite could help me and that she'd be grateful I came. That's it.
Persephone's not wrong, but that's not the entire story.
What?
You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu, recollections that aren't your own?
No. Should I have?
Maybe if I did a solo,
Not
they'd
right
come out.
away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil. In time, the veil will start to
Ooh, I
lift,
like that glass
slowly at
effect.
first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
Calliope's soul. In various versions of the body, I'm guessing?
That doesn't seem so terrible. Am I missing something?
Well, remember how old we all are. There are so many
Thousands of
memories.
years. Your
So
brain
the
will
veil
just...
lifts gradually to protect you.
That makes sense.
Eventually, it's like a flood.
Is
It
this
becomes
person
difficult to separate what's you
fucking
and what's them,
eavesdropping?
and all who came before them.
I'll be fine.
I have a hard time believing I'll forget who I am.
You won't stop being you. You'll just also be everyone else who isn't you.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
I understand.
It's not about not buying
Take
it.
some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
The sink.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war. Passing on her Eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
Just, you know.
She doesn't have any other options? Therapy, pills, social media?
If you think she hasn't tried all those things, perhaps you could ask her about them.
It just
Perhaps I
seems
will.
extreme, doesn't it?
Yes.
What if I gathered all of the souls
Yes, it is.
and became like
It is,
the
however,
one,
an extreme
like
situation.
super god? All of
For
the
idols,
gods
our memories can
combined
become a
together.
prison.
with all of your
This is
memories.
how
Wow, that
Aphrodite
would make
chooses
it
to
way
escape.
worse.
Do you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must have
Aphrodite
an
has
opinion.
been posting through it.
Eventually, you will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually, you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
That's fair.
Okay, so what did Aphrodite want Calliope to do? What did she want me to do?
Well, knowing Aphrodite,
Sing.
she'll want you to make a production of it all.
Yeah.
She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Mingle, mingle, mingle. It sounds like such a
Mingling.
harmless and adorable word, and but actually it's
mingling.
terrible.
Talk to Eros. Or we can talk more if you like.
We can chat to Eros.
Try
Eros
to
is fun.
relax, Grace.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Hey Eros, how do? Looking exactly the same as the last scene. Oh, also sad.
Grace,
Hey, Eros.
Hey, buddy.
Nice to...
Yeah. Hug.
Oh, okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much, you have no idea.
Really should have asked about that first.
Are you okay? You seem a bit...
Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
Okay, buddy.
No, it's okay. It sounds like a bad situation.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know much about it, would you?
Only what
I take
Apollo
care
told
of
me.
Aphrodite. Ever since we came to the New World, I'm with her. Every single day.
And
I'm
how
there
are
for
you
the
doing?
nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
Oh, buddy.
Is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. For a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. All seems fine, and I start
Ah,
to think
eternal life.
maybe this time will be different. Then the
It's
nightmares
more
begin.
of a curse
and
than a
memories
blessing.
return. More with each passing day.
That'll
until
be the veil lifting and shit.
I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
Is it okay if I ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but happened to Aphrodite, not me.
That's
It's not my
very
story
fair.
to tell.
If I know what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Could you? I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Singing therapy.
What happened is that Brother Ares happened. He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see. So he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one.
Uh-huh.
He found some jack-booted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy. And he told them about the idols.
Uh-huh.
Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
This game went some fucking places.
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
Yes, but I
No.
can't remember
Should
what
I?
do.
God of smiths.
Ah.
He could make anything, any tool or weapon. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Fair.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies. That's what saved her.
Uh-huh.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back. Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye. It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
I mean, that would probably be some guilt in there, I would guess.
What is my part in all of this? I'll help if I can.
Aphrodite loves drama. She always has. She wants us here to, well, to remember, to
We can
celebrate
Put
our
on a
history.
musical. Yeah.
She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working. She just needs the strength to try. I hope that's all she needs.
I don't feel like the badass approach is really going to help in this. Yeah, I will do my absolute
I'll try,
best.
if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just
We've
find
tried
it hard to
therapy
believe
and
it could get
drugs
any worse.
and all sorts and
Famous last words.
so on and so forth. Let's try a musical number.
Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
No problem, guy. Let's wait for Aphrodite. Aphrodite, Aphrodite. Drama. Ooh.
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you.
Hi.
Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are.
I love this top.
Yet here she is. Huh.
We tried all sorts, but it turns out Aphrodite hates licorice. Yes, oh my god. Yes. Oh gosh, now I've had a terrible thought about Bertie Bassett. Yeah, nice to meet you again.
It's lovely to meet you, Aphrodite. Properly, this time.
When I'm not on trial.
Yes. Poor Calliope. Such a loss to us all. I shall miss her dearly. To have come so far, only... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's too much.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh! What manners I have. Grace, Grace. Meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus. And yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Hi Venus, how you doing?
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you.
We'll both be new at this, huh? Maybe we could get together and compare notes if you,
Survive my trial?
Yeah. Lady Aphrodite told me. I shouldn't have brought that up. I'm sorry.
There will be so
No,
much
it's
time
fair.
for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must
Daria likes
prepare
licorice,
for
then
my
Daria, you may
departure.
have all of the licorice that is to come to me.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards. There's nothing I know that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
Won't he be... a little distracted?
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what must be done.
He's not cool with it though. Okay, so like I feel like I wouldn't want to talk her out of this as the thing to do, but is there a way of doing it with the whole tell me what my role is? Because I feel like this is going to cause... but I suppose throwing it in... I don't know. Look. No deceptions. We're just going to talk to her. We're just going to be straight. What do I always say? The people need to talk to each other and they don't talk to each other, so...
I was hoping I could talk you out of it, actually.
Oh,
Forgive my saying so, but you seem fine.
yes, it might seem that way. Well, tell me, Grace, why should I let you try to talk me out of this?
You must know this isn't working. How many times have you done this? Has it gotten any better?
Better. I do not remember what better feels like.
That's fair.
I remember many things. I remember virtue, heroism, even love. All of it eclipsed by the memories of pain. But tonight is not about becoming better. It's about respite from the pain and honoring the memory of what was. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
Let's talk to Venus. Venus seems lovely. Also, I want to compliment that top because that top is
I
amazing.
apologize again, Grace. I really messed up. It looks
Oh.
like I'll be doing that a lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
Having second thoughts? If so, now's probably the time to mention it.
I would never do that to Lady Aphrodite. I'm just nervous.
That's understandable.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
Like, yes, maybe I was terrified, but I feel like that. Was I? I can't remember. It was last week. Do I feel different? No. Stressed. Mainly stressed.
Not really. I still felt like me, if that's what you're asking.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, like, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like, they were old friends or something. I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this?
Mm-hmm.
So, I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that.
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
Uh-huh.
Are you really okay with all this? You know what's gonna happen, right?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Eros called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
But you realize that that's just gonna be you. Like, eventually, you're gonna be the one with all. Okay. Can't say that this is wrong because maybe I do. Maybe I do think that. Oh, we're gonna spend a while on this one, huh? I can see why Laura was up till like 4:30 in the morning streaming this last week. Okay. Like, I'm usually the worst person to talk someone out of bad emotional situation because, as I've told concerned relations in the past, like, if you want me to, do therapy and, like, talk sibling, family member, or whatever out of this, like, bear in mind that, like, I'm someone who, if the situation is bad enough, I'm not totally against it, because I've tried it a lot. But at the same time, I'm not then going to be passing literally all of my baggage onto some to someone to someone else. I'm gonna say something. I just mean because something is morally acceptable doesn't mean it's the right approach. Driving screws into a plank using a hammer is wrong. Yes, yeah. Yes.
But
Okay.
don't you feel this is wrong? I mean, you're
Feel
ending your life.
that would have been a way different
It's like
approach.
some kind of murder-suicide pact.
I don't think of it like that. Lady Aphrodite is not committing suicide, and I'm not being murdered.
Aren't you? Your life is ending. It's being taken over, swallowed up by Aphrodite's grief.
I'm becoming part of something bigger. something amazing. Or maybe you're right. It'll be terrible, and I'll end up in so much pain I'll regret it.
So why go through with it?
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm added into the mix of all the people she's been, maybe things will be different.
Maybe. Maybe if there's a chain of enough well-adjusted people. Apollo!
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them.
Ooh, are they all idols?
Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Yes, but...
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
That would be Pan. But yes, I feel very much out of place.
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
I'm going saying, the idea is Aphrodite N+1 might have more time to think, okay, how do I actually solve this when I get burnt out, whereas Aphrodite N is too burnt out to think of it. Yeah, that is a very good point. I get it.
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble, piece by piece, only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere deep down believes he deserves no better.
I don't think I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before, you know.
Not surprising. Surely Persephone must have realized that.
How? She's never been to one of these things. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'd do now.
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest,
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
And doesn't regret it. Or get angry at me for ruining her party.
Do what you feel is right. It's a risk either way.
Have you spoken with Venus? She seems really...
Nice, earnest, a genuinely good person.
Yes, those things.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not an accident. Ever since the war, Aphrodite has sought out the kindest, the most innocent souls to be her successors. She chooses them because she believes that over time, it might make her a better person. A more worthy person.
Wouldn't it be better if she chose people who were, I don't know, more resilient?
I suppose that depends on your definition of strength, Grace.
Yes.
I should get back out there.
You don't know Venus. Venus could be incredibly resilient. Fine, we'll get singing at the very fucking least. Yeah, like, Eros is struggling, and I understand why, like, because obviously, if you're thinking, like, this is a lot to keep going through. But from Aphrodite's point of view, maybe, based on what Apollo's saying, she's hoping that there will be like a critical mass of well-adjusted, kind people. I think it's the well-adjusted more than the kind. That is necessary. Because she didn't actually mention well-adjusted as one of her criteria. I don't know. We're just gonna do the thing. I'm gonna hope for the best.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long.
But in the end, oh.
I must bid you all farewell once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here, to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided.
Ooh.
Let them rise. We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Our so-called brother Ares sold his soul forevermore. He so loved our military, he became their dog of war. He denounced his loving family, and with mortal guns and greed, on a plate gladly delivered everything that war dogs need. He betrayed us and we let him, and with their mortal souls long gone, we thought we were untouchable. We were wrong. We were wrong. Oh, the power of the idols pounds within your chest.
Oh.
But for now I am in mourning for a love gone unexpressed.
Then express.
He was harder than the chisel. I was a horrid block of ice. A winter's chill that stayed until he made his sacrifice. The man that I ignored saved me when I fell. Yes, the husband I abhorred rescued me from hell. I thought it was a joke when it was said to me. He struck a deal with our enemy's enemy, made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory. And this love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
Gotta say that I'm amazed I held my tongue for so long. Not such a fan of this old plan, but who's to say that you're wrong? Now should've got erase a memory when there's no chance of changing history. This guy that sacrificed his life so you can live in his place. Wish he'd drop by, cause man, I'd die to see the look on his face. You try to hide from your reality, but then come back with regularity. And if you notice a disparity, then what's the meaning of his legacy? Who gives a damn about your suffering? Who wants to see you be yourself again? Who feels your pain in case you're wondering? You got the time, but it's the stuttering. Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
I can't place your face, so let me give you a hand. An idol should embrace the things they don't understand. And you don't get it. My mind's a falling city, buildings crumbling down. What is more, the pity, all I hear is the sound. Bombs blanketing the ground, a screaming so profound. And you want to play around. Well, you offend. Everybody is insulted by your acrimony. Everybody wants to wallow in my testimony. Everybody. So who is ready for the ceremony? Everybody. I'll be siding with the everybody. Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
Pause for a moment. So something that occurred to me like midway through that. What if the reason she's never got through this is because she hasn't hung in long enough? And I say that as someone who was repeatedly told, you know, just hang in there. It'll get better. And it did. But also, like, it's a lot to ask someone to do. Anyway, I will get through this bit.
I never thought you'd let it get this way. I stood by watching what we've built decay. We're just pretending that the ending is near. Mother, isn't it clear? Your family's here. Everybody can see the agony you're going through. Everybody knows the goddess is inside of you. Everybody keeps repeating what they're meant to do. Everybody, I've got to stop it just to prove to you. Everybody wants to see you fall in love.
I'm going to use my special power.
Who's gonna help me overcome the war? Everybody. Who's gonna be there when I'm on the floor? Everybody. Who's gonna cry when I walk out the door? Everybody. Cause I'm not gonna do this anymore. Everybody wants to see you, wants to see you fall in love
Ajiba.
again.
Uh-huh. What just happened? I'm guessing we talked her out of it. Pitch Fishy saying, through gritted teeth, the only way is out is through. Yeah. Yeah.
Mother, is it true? You've chosen to.
Live. I have chosen to live.
Oh god. I'm having serious flashbacks of freaking Life is Strange. Oh boy.
I'm so sorry, Venus. I made you so many promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
I
Just
as well.
got an extra
Always.
friend.
I hope none of us regret this choice in the days to come. But
It's
thank
gonna
you.
be hard. But you have each other.
It has to be better than doing the same thing over and over.
Does it?
Exactly. She does have a cool bestie
It
with
can
an
also
amazing
be
taste in tops.
flowers.
Don't talk like that, Mother.
And a son with a good taste in tops.
This.
I'm so very tired, my loves.
I
But
get
will.
it.
I'll try. Now then, Grace. You needed my help. No
That
doubt
I
regarding
feel like
Penelope's
that
death.
became secondary the minute the whole
Have you any suspicions
circumstance
as to
of
who
this
might be
became
responsible?
realized. No.
Not really, no. You're the first person I've asked. I'm told you know everyone.
Everyone.
Every.
Now that's an exaggeration.
You do know everyone, Mother. You're always in their business.
That didn't sound entirely like a compliment, love. Besides, I'm not the only one who's always in everyone's business.
Is it Pan?
You're thinking of Medusa, aren't you?
Oh my.
Okay, I'll bite. Why would this Medusa be involved? And why isn't she a suspect?
Mother has always distrusted Medusa.
She works for Athena as a watcher. She's everywhere, lurking in the shadows. If you look anywhere, Grace, start with her.
Come now, Mother.
Which Medusa are we doing?
It's been a long night.
If I don't, I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
Oh god. Well, hopefully saved some people a little
So,
bit of
they have anything
hurt
helpful?
there, maybe.
Maybe? What do you know about Medusa?
Medusa? That's a rather dark name to unearth. Are you thinking of seeking her out?
Maybe.
I have to. How else will I find out what she knows?
You need to be careful, Grace. Medusa is not to be toyed with. Athena employs her as a spy master, a hound to do her bidding, a vicious hound at that. Athena's not likely to tell either of us where to find Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say for certain who would know.
I bet Pan would know.
Are you all right, Grace? You seem troubled.
I'm going to be murdered if I don't.
What Aphrodite went through, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
Wow.
Apart
Way to
from
really
all the people
sell
who
it,
apparently
Apollo.
got murdered.
What do you mean, all this? Saving my life? Helping find your friend's murderer?
When we met, I said I would just make things worse. And I was right.
Were
You
you?
haven't. Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
Fix.
Give my regards to Persephone when you see her.
Also taking Ethernet cable to your nerd friend. Oracle. Oh, flip-flops. They seem like the perfect shoes that would fit me.
Apollo.
But they're so uncomfortable and I always end up
Well done.
with very uncomfortable
You're
blisters.
the very first person ever to talk sense into Aphrodite.
Why didn't you tell me what it was really all about?
Mm-hmm.
Party, or the veil lifting, and Calliope's memories eventually returning.
Little column A,
Yeah.
little column B.
Either.
It's not something you can prepare for. I thought this was the best way.
Ooh, yeah.
I remember the last time I passed on my Eidolon. 1952. I was married to, well, say you'd call him a gangster. More of a thug. A mean, vicious little thug. Persephone saved me from him. Tore his head clean off.
Yeah.
But not before he fired a shotgun into her chest.
Wow.
My chest? Huh. Whatever.
Do you remember who you were before?
I still am her. Chastity, that is. You can see why I switched.
Oh,
names.
everyone's got a
I remember
virtue.
being disgusted I was
Or a
very
planet.
weak. Persephone made me strong. But it never really goes away. We all have our sordid history, our personal horrors, building up like sediment around our souls. You can't let it bury you, Grace. You are the only one who can keep your head afloat.
Floaty head.
I don't think that will ever be a problem. I'll be fine.
Assuming you make it through your trial.
Well, that's what I have you for, right?
Yes. Yes, indeed. At any rate, you have a name. Medusa. Hadn't occurred to me, honestly. She was always Athena's creature. I'd never pegged her as potentially disobedient.
You never
I'll see if I
pegged
can
her.
track down
Well,
her whereabouts. In the meantime,
maybe you
Grace,
should have
take
asked
it
nicer.
careful.
I want to talk to Freddy. Friend chat, chat to my friend.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
It's been 3 days, change your
Miss
clothes.
Muse.
Also, I should
Does
change
a
mine.
muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
Well,
I stopped the goddess of love from killing herself, I guess?
Whoa. Do gods have interventions? You know, they're nothing like I thought they would be. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddy?
yeah.
I know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's gotta be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Let's start with
Do you know
Calliope.
anything about the Muses? Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9. Though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3. Each of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She inspired the Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right, at least.
Did
Oh,
she also
you.
lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
Magpies are cool. Feels like a... Okay.
Just how many of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
Well, there are tons of minor gods in Greek mythology, hundreds even, depending on how you define them.
How do you define them?
Oddly, there's never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they die.
Makes sense.
Me,
Essence.
we're amazed at all the big names missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone. Makes you think about what's been lost, but also what might still be out there.
Indeed. Mystery. Yeah, tell me
What
about Athena.
Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure, but mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Not
Yeah, I guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
Not being as wise as advertised is on brand for her then.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
What about Apollo?
God of
Okay,
the
so the
sun.
prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the music.
There's the mixing issue
kind of
again.
a
Frankie's just
Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's
ducked.
clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what
Tell
you
me
know
about
about
Seth.
Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry, she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
Ah, apologies.
You're right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That
Yeah,
much
like
is true.
imagine growing up and having like all of your past like documented, and that people will always remember the thing that they saw you on the internet for. That would suck. That, but for thousands of years. I'm going to saying went down a rabbit hole, ended up mostly in semi DIY. When I have to go out Harachis? I don't know what that is. Only mostly though. I can't guarantee they'd overcome all the issues with flip-flops. Flippity floppity. Dari gonna try and check out what specs. I hope that you have a PC that can play this. It's fun. She says having received a free copy. Integrity. I'm going to say saying, interesting. Specs talk about a particular graphics card, but maybe haven't paid enough attention to to requirements recently. Maybe, baby. I'm glad that mine isn't quite the bottom just yet, because I'm dreading when I have to upgrade my fucking graphics card. Fine, tell me about Pan.
Lust god, right?
Yeah, kind of. Pan's a god of the wild, and I guess that translates into sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you
Like
don't like
aminals.
him.
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the
Ooh, it's on
devil.
console. Nice.
Weirdly, he's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why. Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat. Next time you see him, you gotta ask him about it.
I redo now.
You think there might be other gods out there?
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds of cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the
Pantheon.
Greeks? That only their gods are real, right? And all
Indeed.
those other pantheons could be living in secrecy, just like the idols.
All the pantheons.
And that means they're hidden from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere, and no one would know.
It's like a whole other secret.
Maybe
side
you're
to
the only
world.
two mortals
Yeah,
left.
cool, right?
Everyone else is some shade of God.
I hope we get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
I wonder how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
You
I'm
can
giving
literally
the
ask,
quick
Grace.
version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
No.
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace.
And
Not
people
much
like telling
information survived
stories,
all that
and
time, if
stories
it was even
evolve.
valid to begin with.
Hello, Tara. How do?
You know what I find weird? That the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years.
I mean, they haven't,
Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out.
but people
Athena
did
is that good?
repeatedly.
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Okay, so you could have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline: Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah,
Among Us.
you're right.
Cool.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
Let's solve a mystery. Sarah says, hello, peoples. How is chat? I hope chat are well. How are you? How am I holding up? I'm warm. Stressed. I have many things to do. And kind of just want to just flull up and do my own thing, rather than all the things I am required to. But I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. How am I holding up? I am using my leggies. Am I wifeless at the moment? Yes. She's away. She's away doing things. And she's gone conventioning, so it's just me and our little baby Smutchlet, who is a tiny little baby. And I will hear no other words. She's been extra cuddly. She usually gets a little bit wonky when Laura's like going away. She doesn't like all the packing. I think she's worried that I don't know. She doesn't like the change, and maybe she's worried that she's going to end up in a little carry case and having to go somewhere. I don't know. She's currently asleep on my backpack. The only bit of portable carry out of the house type furniture that is currently here because Laura's taken the other stuff. She's doing a little nap. She was trying to sleep in the box for Scythe earlier. Alright, let's talk to Pan. Pan! Hi, Pan. Hey, it's that tree. From the
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
Hey.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
You know that.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Well, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
How many idols are there? I've met, what?
Tell
less than
me about
12?
the goat statue.
Oh, I don't know. 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
Did you? I feel like you
know
know
there
all
were
the
that many
things.
gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One
Persephone
must have
doesn't.
special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the week.
Right. Good point.
Do I have to be the last wife of this week?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect.
What about those who
It's
see the
not
goat
anywhere as
statue?
grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
Biddable?
I did. Though I feared you might decline.
What does that
considering
even
your rather
mean?
callous rejection earlier. Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
Okay, you want a dance number? Cool.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even.
A reliquary.
If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
I say, where's the goat statue? Tell me about the goat statue.
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
Maybe, baby.
She's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
I want to hang out with a cool witch.
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
Straighten your tie. Scruffy.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly, and with open arms.
What about Calliope? Did she walk into harm knowingly and with open arms?
You tell me. I can deny it, of course, but if you choose not to believe anything I say, what's the point of asking the question?
I'll think about it, but no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow. Quite
What you were staring at?
Now, if there's nothing else you need.
What, no dancing?
That depends. What can you tell me about Medusa?
That is a rather peculiar subject change.
Her name came up at Aphrodite's party. I'd like to look into it.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. Do tell me you'll be careful if you go there, Grace. Medusa is a hideous creature and should be treated as such.
Okay, I give up. How does one treat a hideous creature?
With a great deal of respect, if you know what's good for you. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
A resounding maybe. Are we going saying, tragically, Pan was wrong, and in fact, matter of the heart required a cardiologist. Oof, relatable. Medusa or Hecate? kind of want to go and see Dusa. Do I check in with Persephone first? I started the day with Persephone. Fuck it. Let's go back to Persephone. Persephone! What do? Oh, you look angry. Oh, she looks angry.
Grace, there you are. Did you end up going to see Pan after all?
Yep.
He asked me to repay the favor I owe him by helping someone at a place called the Reliquary.
The Reliquary? That's normally off limits to idols. How will you even gain access to it in order to do this favor for him?
He gave me a key.
Well, who knows where he got that? It all seems rather suspicious.
Doesn't it just?
If it's off limits, does that mean I'll get into more trouble if I go?
Yay,
Possibly.
bonus trouble.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't. Hecate runs the Reliquary and has considerable knowledge at her disposal. She might assist your investigation, provided it's written in her bloody book.
Her book?
You'll see. On a different matter, I've had time to do some thinking. I may have been too dismissive after Aphrodite's party. You no doubt have many questions about the Eidolon and Calliope's memories.
Oh, I did come back here
Apollo
earlier,
told me
didn't
a
I?
little about it.
Or
He
did I?
did say I should
don't
talk
know.
to you, though.
Yeah, I did.
Did he now? Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Not
No.
really. I'll figure it out as I go, right?
Certainly. Some things are better done for oneself.
Indeed.
Now then, unless you've something else to ask.
Nah, I'm good. Ooh. Tell me about your ex.
No, not really. I'll see you later, Persephone.
Lato's potatoes. Still an option, right? Juicer reliquary, juicer reliquary, juicy reliquary. Right, Medusa. Hey, Medusa. Are you gonna shut up about the rats? Why?
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town.
The reddest of lights.
Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Just beatbox.
There you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddie?
Why do you have a
You
mace?
thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Your name's not down. You're not coming in.
Freddie, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Adork you. It's adorkable.
Good, because I'm not about to let you wander in there without backup. Who
You
knows? Maybe the stuff
probably
I know
can't
about Medusa
bring
might
up
actually
mace into that.
apply.
Oh,
Well, that'd be a switch.
a switch.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know, she was human once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was cursed.
Yes.
Apollo mentioned it, yeah.
Cursed by Athena.
Yes.
Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
Omicron saying that she ordered a can of mace on Wish and ended up with just a mace and a can.
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
One of the worst. Though who knows if that is still true.
From what Apollo said, I don't think she's changed much.
Then
Rightly
I guess you
wrong.
need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad
she
as
feels
the
rightly
legends
wrong.
say. Though some
She
of the
rightly
stories also
feels
say that she
wrong?
was wronged
She
by
rightly feels wrong.
Athena, and that
Yeah.
what was done to her was an injustice.
Yes, it was.
And Athena just follows the rules, right?
No.
Okay, enough
Let's
talking.
do it.
Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe.
Just gonna go in
You're
the
here
front
to
door.
help?
I love that expression.
Always.
Then I have a plan.
You couldn't bop him on the head with your fucking mace. Just.
Grace, you're not... of course you are.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Dong.
Business is closed. Private party.
Yeah, the private party is what I'm here for. Why else?
All the guests have arrived. Do you have an invitation?
Does an idol need an invitation?
Go on in. I'll send word to the boss you've arrived.
Ooh, nice place.
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right.
I want the soundtrack to this game.
I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
Before you start the show, Pan said to say hello. That's what he said to say.
Well, any friend of Pan's is a friend of Pan.
Not really a friend of Pan.
Okay. I hate to interrupt your flow. There's just some things I need to know. I wish there was another way.
Yes, you do. Now, look into me. Your body goes freely every time as it tenders, turning gently as it renders. What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Because this time I find dine that the oozy musy bloods my wine this time. Look into me.
I am looking into you.
She's looking away. Hey! Look into me.
Saw hunger with no end. You lost Medusa. Unless you find a friend.
What I should do.
Can be
Look at me. But don't look at me.
Uh-huh.
Athena made you like this.
She was mad at me. So,
That was not your fault.
Well, why was she mad?
she said I'd been bad.
Had you been?
No. Now look into me.
Once again with compassion, please.
Listen, Medusa. She hides you in shame, but she uses you all the same. You could live another way. If I was treated like you, I'd be a monster too.
That's kind to say. But you could never
I mean, the right kind of betrayal, potentially, I very good.
Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it. No. Yes, you do know. You know, does that mean Athena knows? No. Okay. It's dinner time. You're not gonna watch? Fine grace, I'll take. Just like fate made you, fate played me. Just like I won't see what your eyes see when you look at me. Don't look at me. You think that will hurt me, child? You have not done your homework.
Oh, sorry, just trying to get your attention. Yeah, I've been watching, and I'm willing to bet you can't turn me to stone before I burn your snakes off.
Stand down, Freddy. Let's give Medusa some space.
Yeah, okay. I'm watching her, though.
You ready to talk?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
Isn't it obvious? Tell us what you know about Calliope's death.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I didn't touch her. I didn't even know she'd been attacked until I saw her flee. You did not even know that much.
No.
Wait, this is the same reliquary Pan wants you to go to?
Huh. Small world.
She was at the reliquary the eve she died, but I had no part in the muse's death.
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
Oh
I
no.
watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope.
Pan, are you about to fucking off Medusa?
That if I followed, I had a duty to Athena.
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, blooded, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
But then you didn't tell her.
And you wonder why I said nothing to anyone. After all, who would believe ugly, monstrous Medusa?
Well, if I find ugly, monstrous Medusa, we'll find out, I guess.
You haven't told Athena any of this?
Do I need to light things up again? 'Cause I'll do it.
Frankie,
I told her
chill.
Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
So Athena knows Calliope was attacked there?
Yes, no. If she does, surely not by whom. I am but guessing, however. Lady Athena tells me oh so very little.
Yeah.
You said Calliope was attacked. Who could have done it?
I thought it might have been Asterion. I saw the great beast chasing her, as I was.
Pan's friend?
It was not him, alas. He was as confused as I, and not a drop of the muse's blood on him. Yet I realized this too late.
So what happened in the reliquary?
I never entered, so I do not know. A question for Asterion and Hecate.
That is a good question. I don't want to ask that question. A perfect. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I am telling you the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity.
Copy. Your own asp was right there. Come on.
Sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Oh.
I know it's hard to believe what a monster tells you, but it is true.
I don't believe you're a monster.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
I believed it before.
Whatever you do, Muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion.
Of course.
Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am.
Come on,
I
audio.
did not ask to be cursed like this.
I know. Ugh.
Indiscretion, huh? It's quite the word for it.
I cannot apologize for my
Stop
hunger.
being a dick.
I can only apologize that I am so very weak in the face of it.
I'll think about it.
I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol.
Don't worry.
If Lady Athena should learn the truth.
You're good. Oof.
I hope you find what you seek, pretty Muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
I hope so too. You seem lovely. But life has not been kind.
Pondering the big question, Grace.
Always.
Do we actually believe her?
Yes.
We should probably check at the reliquary to make sure, but so far, yeah, I think so.
You don't think maybe she's just trying to protect herself?
I don't know. Her fear just seemed real.
So the hunt continues? Great. More adventures for me then.
Would you really have tried to burn Medusa's face off with an aerosol can?
Hell yeah! One hint of googly eyes and...
What would I do without you?
You'll never need to answer that question, Grace.
Aww. Mm-hmm.
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked.
In exchange for
I
what?
told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
So you were what? Just trying to be helpful? You still aren't telling me something.
What possible reason would I have to—
Tell me right now.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear Muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently—
Sold her out? She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I
It's like
discover,
dealing
Pam?
with a toddler.
I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
I'm going the saying it was an injustice unless you misinterpret the intent of the original Greek mythometicians to say that able to stonify abusive men at a glance is a significant upgrade after what happened. Indeed. Indeed, and that's why I was one of the reasons I was very willing to trust her. Also, I'm not one to immediately assume that someone's a monster just because they have low self-esteem and look different to other people.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Rats.
Yeah. Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
It's not a library.
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
And
This is
bits of
nothing like
saints.
D&D.
Well, I
and
don't know
shit.
about you, Grace, but if a dragon came flying out of that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Don't stay at the gift shop, you might get golden fleeced.
How much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because it could all
Grace
be
is such a sub.
I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
No one peg Apollo.
Yeah, good point.
Yes, he asks nicely.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name.
Oh.
You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention
Ignosus.
that.
Why am I not surprised?
Why you Knossos surprised? Do you pronounce the K, or is it just Knossos? Hello. Is the Minotaur dangerous? Oh, I'm gonna say saying if I remember googling the speculation on Wikipedia, is that Hecate was often worshipped by Stavros Averagos, by the kinds of people rich enough to write history. Ugh.
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
I'd like to not have... I'd like to not owe him anything.
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay. I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Mushrooms. Floaty books.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came!
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Freddy is special.
I didn't know! I'm sorry! Pan didn't tell me there were any special rules!
You were sent by Pan?
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Look, if you need me to go, I can go. The last thing that I want to do is break any rules, especially in a library. 'Cause libraries are sacred, okay? Just
Freddy.
seeing this place, I mean, wow, it's really incredible.
Nerdcore.
I have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
Mhm.
If you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddy is definitely your gal. Hecate? Meet Freddy. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books, I doubt she even knows how many.
It's always
Hi.
good
Big
to
fan.
befriend a librarian.
Ah, mortal, you wish to see more. I can see the fire burning in your eyes.
Could I? Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me about this place, I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a spiral staircase over there? Can I climb that thing? Do you have like those ladders that like slide around and like help you go higher? Because I would love to just like stand on those. It's like my dream. I like, have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing to even just dream about. Just books in general.
No, you cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
What?
Nobody told you the news? That's rude.
I do not need to be told. It has been written, and thus I know.
Has it also been written who murdered Calliope?
Murder? No, Calliope dies in a vehicle crash in your arms. It is written.
Oh no.
Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends.
What is this underscore?
Months later, there is an
Oh, it's a high.
automobile accident, and
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
are you saying the books are wrong?
Fred?
Maybe whatever happened to Calliope wasn't supposed to happen?
Supposed to is irrelevant. It is a record of what is.
But it isn't.
Yeah.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea.
Tea. Fate
This
fuckery.
book you speak of, she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past?
Oh yeah, several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on a select portion of...
Look, I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem?
Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm of fate has occurred.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Of course.
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
What's with the...
Are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Oh
Wow,
my.
okay. Freddy was right.
If there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why?
Right.
What about?
You know, about a
It's so cute.
delicate matter that maybe you needed help with.
Oh, nope. No idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Ah, please say, it is written.
It is written.
Yay! Say the line,
God sends me all this
Hecate.
way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail.
No, more likely.
Well, I don't think we're getting back
Asterian's
inside.
just really shy. I think sneaking in is a bad idea. We do not want to piss her off. I'm going to talk to Pam.
I go back to Pan and tell him the Minotaur didn't want a favor after all.
I guess, but didn't it seem really odd to you that, do you hear what I'm hearing?
He's still here. I had to run the entire...
I love his little waistcoat.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Is it Hecate you fancy?
Why couldn't you... Wait. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, this is so great. I love this.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please help me tell her.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, Kate is... she's just the best. Like, she knows everything, and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me, and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
You should really talk.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time, I end up knocking over a table, or killing a cat, or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words, right? Really not good.
I mean, I've accidentally stepped on a cat before. I imagine if you're an 8'8" Minotaur, that it was given the thumping with the running. I imagine that makes it way more fatal. Especially if you're the kind of person who's naturally a bit anxious and therefore more clumsy because of the anxiety. Oh no. Sorry, I've made myself that sad thinking about my clumsy ass doing something that awful. Yes, help.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know, please.
I need to word
please
good.
Say you'll help me.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
She probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But
And you're
just
adorable.
once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
I just want... Can I not just skip to help? I don't want... Oh, fine.
I do this and you'll
I don't want
help
anything
me
in return.
right?
We don't just help people.
Athena made Kate swear
She's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear.
Oh shit.
Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Can we not just... Let's do it.
Can't say I'm exactly
Let's
sure
fall in
what to
love,
do.
or at least
Can't
declare it.
Start the music? Yeah, but to do what? Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it. What exactly did you have in mind, Freddie?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Are we Romeo and Julieting this shit?
You can do it.
Now, remember, wait a bit, check for a pulse before any...
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Oh, I love the little stars.
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Did not just say that. It's something she doesn't know about herself.
Oh, Katie, to me, you know you in rapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and me.
I cannot hide from my reality. I can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Couldn't. Oh, I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me!
Oh shit. Ah!
Freddie, you gotta step in.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
thank
just
fuck.
as qualified as I am.
I could have sworn I had the setting for
Hecate.
don't. Hang on.
I'd say.
Hang on. I swear I set this up to, like, pause on questions because I'm a fucking goofbag. Time choices off. Oh. All the settings I didn't have correct. Right, okay, back, confirm. Cool. Back, cool.
He's really put himself out there. Now he cannot undo
It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. Well, I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard. And it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering.
I think I must have pressed back rather than confirm the last time I was in the options menu fucking about with shit.
Honestly, you're at my beck and call. I've never thanked you at all, and yet you still love me. I let travelers know which way to go, but it bothers me. My own path I forego always seemed apropos. Yet where has this led me?
Maybe one step across the line will weave its own spell in given time.
The thought with which I must contend is, can I love my best friend?
Yes. Just decide.
Asterion,
Kate?
it seems you've cast a spell on me.
You will not regret this.
Not yet. It is written. You've cast a spell on me. To think I shall have my own story. You've cast a spell on me. And we shall write it together. You've cast a spell on me. A tale of romance and glory. You've cast a spell on me.
Is that Helvetica?
Do we have enough leather?
Sorry, I was just... You adorable bull hobbit. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Wow, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing.
Maybe not the entire time. Maybe things changed over time.
I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass. I'm glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Wow, look at you. Living the wildlife.
Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
Stop sneaking off! You two really need to talk to each
How long
other.
are we supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, when I tell you.
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Fair.
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
Broke in?
We heard part of the story from Medusa. She saw Calliope fleeing from the reliquary, bleeding.
And when Medusa ran after her, that's when she ran into you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I was also chasing after Calliope. She'd broken in. Why she did? Hecate can't figure out. She didn't touch anything or take anything, but somebody attacked her when she was here.
Did she change her own fate.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. After I ran into Medusa, Calliope was long gone. Only thing I found was Pan's key.
You mean this key? The one Pan gave me?
Yeah. Well, Calliope must have dropped it. I sent it back to Pan.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or
question.
take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book.
Except
she's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Uh-huh.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's, well, she's not the chatty type, you know? She came in
I'm
quite
still blaming
cool,
Athena.
wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Hmm.
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Well, maybe she managed to
I'm
use
not
it.
supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
Okay.
How could Calliope have gotten Pan's key?
Same way you did, I guess. Pan must have given it to her. There's only a few keys to get into the reliquary. Athena doesn't want the idols to come here much.
And Pan has one. That's odd.
Yeah, so, I made it for him a while back. Different favour.
Stop owing that dude favors. Why? Why do I have to ask the time?
Couldn't Medusa have been the one who attacked Calliope?
I thought maybe because she was chasing Calliope too. Why would she do that? But now I don't know. Medusa never got into the reliquary. I sure never let her in.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
If it wasn't Medusa, who else could have attacked Calliope here? Who had access?
It was just me and Kate. I didn't see anyone that night.
Who else has access?
How did Calliope get inside?
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Until the alarms went off, though, we didn't even know anyone was here.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
It's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. That's how Kate knows nothing was touched or stolen. We just don't know what did happen.
Unless someone can get around those protections.
Then Medusa's story checks out. She was here, yeah, but she was never in the reliquary.
And Pan's name popped up.
Again and again
He
and
sent
again.
you here, Grace, to do some favor. Yet he had to know Calliope came here that night.
Which he failed to mention, for some reason.
For some reason.
If that's all you need, then I have to go.
Does he have
Kate
to
will be
point
so
me
mad
at
if she finds me gone.
Athena because
Good luck, Muse.
attacking the throne is just a bad idea?
You okay there, friendo?
Right.
I'm okay. We learned a lot. I just wish I knew why Calliope was here in the first place.
The eternal
Maybe
question.
that's a question for Pan.
If he knows, why didn't he tell me?
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll
Baby
figure it out.
steps.
I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go to Pan, confront him.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
We're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Heckins. Oh, Heckins, we're back!
I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
I mean, it could be at the club.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things?
Where are the wild things?
I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious.
So things can be removed.
I trust you got what you needed.
Potentially
More
dangerous
grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
I did. In fact, I have a question. Did you know Calliope was at the reliquary the night she died?
Definitely.
You must have, because Asterion returned your key. The one you gave Calliope. The same one you gave me.
That started as a question, Grace, but it didn't appear to end as one.
Is this all a game to you? Lead Grace through the maze?
A labyrinth.
Or is there something more
Pan's
sinister
labyrinth.
behind it?
The truth is Calliope asked me for the key that night, no questions asked. Why would I refuse her? The truth is also that I have no idea what happened to her there. I wanted you to discover that on your own. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
I kind of have to, because you haven't.
I'm trying to, Pan, but you make this really hard.
Ah, yes. Doubt. What a fascinating concept, and an excellent reason to hesitate. Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it.
You haven't actually lied.
I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that?
It's always pointing me in the places I need to go.
In this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
If you're still up for trading favors, I could use more help.
Oh, of course you could. If I can make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
Go to another
That's your
party?
suggestion?
And why not? It's the same as when I first met you, Grace. You can enjoy being an idol. Simply follow my lead.
Oh, I do want to enjoy being an idol. Sure.
Why not?
See now, this is why I like you. Such a sense of the inappropriate.
I do have a sense of the inappropriate.
It is an ugly business, living among the gods. You'll always twist an arm, even if you're trying not to. And so I say, let's do it. The world, it needs that guy who is prepared to move the pieces in from every side. All of the world's on the edge of a knife. So I choose partying. There's no need for strife.
I mean, we could help the world.
So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance. So what, the call was close. We're both alive and well. We'll live to fight another day, as far as I can tell. And even if you don't, and I expect you won't, I promise you'll be glad you spent the night with me.
Mm-hmm.
So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands.
Keep telling me that.
I helped you, the rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance.
Do you really think I'm so hopeless? Or is it you who's afraid to show me how you really feel?
Doubtface.
Don't be like that, Grace. We both know this is who I am. I can't change, so take it or leave it. I won't repeat it. I'm only here for the dance.
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way.
What's the point of even getting to know me then? Right?
Honey, I'm home. Oh, hey, Hammies.
Hi, Grace.
I'm
I
glad
can
we got to
just
see you
call
again.
Grace, right?
Yeah.
That's my name. Where's Freddie?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
I kind of want to see Erika Ishii actually, like, cosplay Hermes, because I think that would be amazing.
Waited. Were you looking for me?
All over, yeah. Athena sent me to find you, but it wasn't easy. Yeah, you must have been busy.
Yeah, because I stand trial soon.
Right. Right, that makes sense. Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Please.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie.
You could come back from the movie.
Mind if I say something?
Yes.
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
Mysterious. Dum dum dum. Come on, Act 3. Let's get Act 3. Do. Oh my goodness. I get an extra one. I don't like the idea of being sneakier. Tries to do the right thing. I would like to try and do the right thing. And I have used that an awful fucking lot. But also, like, a lot of the clever answers, I don't want to be sneakier, but I do want to be smarter and wittier. And I think the only way we're going to get out of this whole thing is if I do clever. Hi.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits, particularly for your mortal friend.
I did not realize that until I got there.
But you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash?
Yes.
It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
And you still want to end me? Oh shit. I mean, I'm worried about mentioning Medusa because I don't want to get her in trouble. It might be unfair to say she doesn't care at all, but I'm getting real overprotective and not used to being told that her way isn't necessarily the best way. She's already doing something.
If that's true, then do something about it. You're the only one who can.
Like, accept the blame for the thing that you did, the terrible thing you did.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace.
And you're hurrying that
I don't mean
along.
diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate.
Will you?
Even if it appears unfair.
You're just hurrying it along.
That's it? That's what you have to say? Sorry we're gonna kill you, but things are dire. Things are tough all over, Athena. Do you really think clamping down on your rules will make it better?
Those rules are our last line of defense against chaos, dear.
Ooh. That had real bless your heart energy, huh?
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Very well.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get.
That's not necessarily
Speaking of which,
true.
I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
The same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope then? I see.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true, yet Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew.
We didn't know each other. We
Perhaps
met
the
once
incidents
and
are
had a
connected,
duet.
perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
You're never gonna give me a fair trial.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Indeed.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
And you
Another
miss it.
idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Nope.
Sort of. But I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask.
Indeed.
Not until you regain her memories, at least.
But
Why
you're not
not
gonna let that
put
happen.
off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
I'm worried if I discuss Medusa, then... Okay, fine.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace.
Bullshit.
If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Bullshit.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Don't touch the cookies. Yes, fuck you and your cookies. Oh no, I want cookies.
Don't
Nom, nom,
take
nom,
it
taste cookie.
personally, Grace. Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Well, is she right?
Probably.
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
I'm not sure. If it is true, why hasn't she told the rest of the chorus?
It sounds like she doesn't trust you.
Well, the feeling is mutual. At any rate, I'm afraid we're going to have to disappoint her again.
Uh-oh. What now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
And she's correct.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
We can't ask Calliope what her plan was. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
I'm willing to wager
baby.
the place Calliope met her
I
fate
see you
has
down there,
left
you're
its
small.
mark in Grace's psyche. We have only to uncover it.
Last time Freddie and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says she will be.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan. I'm all ears. As they say.
Ears.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms? At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
I do know something about how memories work after the transition, but no, I'm not certain. You want certainty? Wait until your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, my, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Deja vu it is.
What if we go back to the audition place and do a thing there? Because that seemed like it was a special moment.
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calliope,
Whomst?
or why she was there. Anything we could work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her. She was keeping to herself. And why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
That's what I said, like,
what if
2
Grace
minutes ago.
goes there and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calliope? A Grace from the future. It'd be a twist.
I do love Freddy. Let's do it!
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
You are desperate.
That's because we are desperate, Grace. Either we take this shot at learning the truth, or we overthrow Athena
That
and
one.
the chorus by force.
That one. Let's do that.
She's joking, right? She's joking.
Unless Persephone wanted... No. Because, like, if Persephone wanted to usurp Athena... I don't know.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how
I
you
feel like
wanna
there
do
would have
this,
been
Grace?
more leads.
Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
Figure. Oh, shit.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by. Now that doesn't mean you should take stupid risks. Don't be a fool, Grace.
I can take care of myself, in case you hadn't noticed.
Come on, the time for adventure is now.
Adventure time!
Oh, this will not end well. I know it.
Is it written? Is it written? Oh. Questions. And you know what? Where the fuck is Act 3? Because I think... oh, wait, I can't... Wow, I have to decide now. I was like, yeah, this would be the perfect cliffhanger moment to end this week's stream that's already 45 minutes longer than I would usually do. And I'm sleepy. And I know Laura's not here, which means the usual thing's going to happen of... There is no way to gauge time by, and therefore I won't sleep. But I have day job and so much shit to do. Don't take risks. That would be not taking risks, right? And now I have the light bulb power, so... Why did you bring Freddy back?
Ah, so that is now. Oh, you were expecting us? It is written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
Yeah.
I figured talking face to face would be more civilized and, you know, less dangerous. I appreciate your motivation, though surely you cannot think mere etiquette will change my answer.
The only reason you won't let me in is because Athena forbids it, right?
She is the one to whom I made my promise, yes.
What if I said that she's a suspect in Calliope's death?
Is she a suspect?
Yes.
She's an idol. I don't know that she's not a suspect. Yet. Without more evidence, isn't her command potentially self-serving?
Indeed.
You will regret this. That is also written.
That is a yes.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Some of them stabby? Oh, so many books, so many books.
Grace, what the heck do you do now?
What the heck did I?
Of all the times to not have Freddie around, she'd love this.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, how do I do this?
Do any of the books look
Where do I
stabby?
even start?
Sing. Come on, just once.
Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus.
Oh shit. Oops. Focus again. Double tap focus. That way.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Definitely. Wow. Okay. Instrument. A musical instrument, or are we talking about this thing? The statue, here I'm guessing. Scroll, here. Branch. Olive branch. As in extending an orange or olive branch. Apple, golden apple. That my brain is saying that was a bad thing. Trident, I'm guessing that's Poseidon. Is that a mirror? Can we look at the mirror? Oh, okay. Mask. Is that Icarus's wings? Adorable.
I don't even know what language that is.
Ancient Greek? Oh, is that Athena?
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
It is in a museum, so if she's saying Greek, I would think, yeah, probably.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Omegon saying, I think the golden apple is an heiress linked to the start of the mythological part of the Trojan Wars. Yeah, I had a feeling that it was a bad vibe and I couldn't for the life of me think why. Tragedy! When the feeling's gone and it can't go on.
What did Freddie say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then
Always
go
left.
right?
What's that got to do with the mask? Sure. Egg. Mm-hmm. Snack egg. Sneg, if you will. Oh yeah, mirror. That's the one I wanted to look at first.
This is it.
There we go.
Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
The mirror. fates.
Uh-oh. I don't suppose there's any chance you'll put those knives away.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then.
They don't look very singy, I'll be honest. Yeah. Run away!
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
The statues? Freddy.
Grace?
Oh shit.
Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
What have you got, Freddy? Brain powers, activate! Oh no! I'm falling! Ow!
No, I won't let you!
Ooh!
Freddy!
Yeah, happy now?
Oh god. Oh god, Freddy!
By the gods.
You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave.
What?
Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
I'm not leaving Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
Like, Persephone, can't we, like,
Come.
go...
There's nothing more to be done.
Go to the underworld and get her back or something? That's really shit. Oh my god says, yeah, Googling, Eris dropped it at a mortal wedding, somehow causing a vanity contest between Athena, Hera and Aphrodite, which spiraled into, well, the Trojan Wars. Yeah. Can I please exit? I can exit. Cool. It's very late. I'm sleepy. I'm just a eepy little sleepy bean. So, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you all of you. You can help support help support me at patreon.com/stonedmonkeyradio. For as little as $1 a week, you can help me justify a 76-hour work week and emotions. Thank you very much to Play Humble Games and... oh, bugger, I can't remember what the other part of this is. I'll get there. Scroll. Play Humble Games and Disobey, #gifted. Thank you very much for the free code, which made me sad. Also, I really want to hear just like that, the bass line from the Medusa song again, because I enjoyed the gravelly emotions. Thanks. Anyway, let's say thank you to some people. We can do that. Let's say thank you to some lovely, lovely, lovely people. Thank you very much. In the month of confusing directions, to McPoppinlockins, Laura K. Buzz, Omicron the Saint, to Lula, Lauren Lomo, and Morgan say give Lomo money at paypal.me/Rogalicious. Lomo's loots and news are very Rogalicious. I set my August Patreon name to the address for Ricky's Rollers to try and rickroll Quinn, but I think I was censored for doxing. Shay Sterling, Tynan, Future Fishy, Patreon user, Steffi K, Callum wishing warm snuggles and cozy cuddles to any who desire them, Turner, Rob Sothoth, vaguely Australian pun, Danny Brennan, Chromic aka Luna, Poor Prince on TV, Cleo Briggs, JCB Steve, the Huggable Snip, Sir Alistair Octopus says support your union, Rachelology, Terrier, Conduit of thinking everyone involved in season 10 has knocked it out of the park. Too true. Annabelle, then Cantankerous Gnome, Higgins the Seagull, Dyslexic Velociraptor would watch Get Back in the Kitchen! ! What? Kiri Magic, Daria Morgan for President of Pizza, Anthony Tippin, Tom Bowers, and Basin is back. Thank you very much to all those lovely people. Thank you, all of you who came along today. You can find all the things that I do at linktree.ee/Shaniac, linktree/Shaniac, JANEAAC. We've got music and podcasts and t-shirts like this one, which I designed on stream. If you've been around for a while, you might even remember that happening. Yeah, you can find all of that stuff over there. The music I do. Sorry, saying I forgot it was Patreon. Well, I appreciate it. Maybe I should stop reminding people that. No, I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope that your week is kind and good, and that you get all the nice things and a nice rest. And that, yeah, take care of yourselves, because you deserve it, because you're very lovely and very appreciated. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again sometime. Well, bye.